Hello. How you doing? What's going on? Welcome to the replay. Welcome to Daily Fuel. My name is Bobby. I'm the host of this group, Art Fueled Life, Quantasy. How are you today? If you're watching in the replay, then do me a favor and let me know that you're here in the replay. You could put a hashtag. You could put, I am not Ray or Kirsten because I'm here live. Unless you are Ray or Kirsten and you came back in the replay to write that specifically, but that's cool too. If you are Ray and Kirsten, then hello, because I see both of you in the comments. Hey all. Not hey, I don't get my own. I'm just lumped in with everybody. Thanks. So yeah, if you're in the replay, let me. What happened to this? This got moved. When did I move that? I had it perfectly set. Did I move it while I was live? Did I do that? Did I do that? Not notice? I've never done that before. That's weird. I looked down. It's gone. Did a ghost move it? Did you see it move? I don't know what happened. Anyway, yeah, if you're in the replay, let me know you're in the replay. If you're live, then you start commenting and let me know that you're here. Like Ty, hi Ty, how are you? And that's it. So yeah, so we're gonna get started in just a few seconds. Hello Bobby, hello all. See Roberta knows how to do it. Hello Bobby, and hello all. See, it's two different things. I need the special attention. I crave it, which is why I do this. I'm a nut. All right, let us begin. By the way, if you're live and you're new, you can comment the whole time I'm doing my spiel. I'm going to ignore the comments, and then I'm going to come back to the comments, and then I'm going to read all the comments. So starting now, I'm going to ignore all the comments. Let's go. Break your energy chains. Break them. Break them. Get rid of them. Don't need them. Don't need them. Yeah. What am I talking about? I'm talking about when ever get tell me if this is a scenario you have experienced in your life. You feel like you're getting in the flow. Things are happening. You're like, yeah, things are going. Oh, this is good. This thing happens and this thing happens and this is good and this is good, right? Everything feels good. You're like, wow, I think I might just have finally figured out this law of attraction ridiculous crap. And I am like really good at it now. And there's no stopping me for the next several decades. I'm just going to rock this life. Yeah, right? You ever have a day when you feel like that? Now what happens? Phone rings. Hello? Yeah, hi. I need to ruin your day. Okay, thanks. And it's like somebody has to reach in and like zap your energy or impose on your time or something breaks, right? Things happen. And it could be a person. It could be like one of those people in your life that's like an energy vampire. We did a whole live on them once. And, energy vampires are people who just like zap your energy. They sap it out of you. They drain it. They're trying to distract you, divert you from your cause, drain you of your energy. And I need you and I need your help. And this thing you've given me advice on 7,000 times and I'm doing the same thing again. What do I do? Right? Do you know anyone like that? Right? So there's that. So what do you do about this? So I've got a 3-step plan. Bet you didn't see that coming. And here we go. Step number 1 is to realize, and this is the hardest step, because without this step, you're just going to keep having this happen all the time. And by the way, this doesn't eradicate this from your life. I don't think that we can actually eradicate this from our lives. I don't think we're meant to be like in that place where it's like, I've got this covered and I'm going to be great like this for the rest of forever. It's nice to feel that way, but we're not supposed to feel that way all the time because we live in a world of contrast that's supposed to be like giving us new ideas and stuff. But if everything was just great and smooth sailing, then we wouldn't want more, So this doesn't fix that problem forever, but it helps to alleviate it so it's not so freaking annoying, okay? So here it is. So number 1 is to understand it's not them, it's you. It's not them, it's you. You're the problem. You are your own problem. See, the other people or the other events or the thing breaking or the blah, blah, blah happening, right? Whatever it is that happened, whoever called you and annoyed you or imposed on your time or diverted your attention or drained your energy. That's just how it happened. That's just how. The universe will give it to you in the path of least resistance. So if you've got so much resistance going on that you are now attracting crap, the universe is just going to give it to you the easiest way. And it could always be that same person who's just always bugging the crap out of you. If I could just get that one person to leave me alone, then everything would be great. No. That person could move on the other side of the world, could live on Mars, could pass away. It wouldn't matter, because you'd find another thing. Why? Because it's you. It's not them. It's you. And that stinks to hear, because it's like, oh, why do I do this to myself? But it also means that you have all the energy and power. Power is what I meant. You have all the power to, not energy, they're draining your energy, but you still have power. You have all the power to fix it, to replace the problem. See, because those people and things and stuff, that's how the universe is sending you this crap. But you have the power to change it. And how? By stop asking how. Number two is you start asking why. Why do I do this to myself? Not why are they bugging me? Why do they always call me? Why does this always happen to me? Why would I do this to myself? Remember that time my car broke down and my computer broke, and I said, what is the gift in this? What is the gift? If everything is always going my way, if the universe really has my back, I don't believe it. If it does, though, let's pretend it does. If it does, what is the gift in this situation with this person calling me, or this thing breaking, or this thing happening, or everything just fell apart? What's the gift here, right? Why am I attracting this? So usually what it is you're creating a scenario so that you can figure out something about yourself. Maybe you didn't have the clarity you thought you had. Maybe you just felt like, wow, this is it. Everything's amazing and it's just smooth sailing from here on out. But maybe it's really not as clear and cut as you think that it is. And you know that, but you don't, right? So now you are trying to tell you, and this is how you tell you. Did you get that? If you're listening to this and not watching, that was a visual. So rewind it 30 seconds and watch that. But maybe you don't have it down. Maybe you're not ready yet. Maybe it's not so clear. Or maybe it is clear, but you're afraid. You're afraid to fail. You're afraid of the change of success. You're afraid to fail and look silly in front of other people. And so you just get those other people to bug you. It's like, oh man, I could have started that thing, but they're bugging me. Darn. Right? Or maybe you just feel guilt, shame, those things that we feel sometimes when we're doing our thing and, the rest of the world is doing their thing. But here we are in this little bubble of art fuel and we're doing our thing and nobody agrees with it, but we're doing it anyway. So maybe that's why. So that's number two. And number three is to fix it, is to reclaim that energy, to shift the power from you're bestowing all this energy and power onto other people so that they can distract you so that you can figure things out. Well, when you ask why and you figure it out, you don't need them anymore. So reclaim that power. Take it back. You don't have to call them and be like, hey, look, I got work to do. Stop calling me every day. You don't have to tell them that, because when you change your energy, they will just drift away and stop calling you every day. Things will stop breaking. Things will stop happening out of the blue. So how do you reclaim it? Well, you ask why you're doing this, and then you have to do the practice. You've got to do the daily practice. That's the energy work. That's the work we talked about from Dr. Joe with breaking the habit of being yourself. It's daily meditations. It's daily. You've got to get in here, and it's got to be all the time. You have to do it constantly. It's not a one and done. You can also do that time jumping thing we've talked about, where if you don't know what I'm talking about, time jumping is imagine a future version of you and now talk to that future version of you, the one that's got it all figured out, right? The one who really has it all figured out, not the you yesterday who thought you had it all figured out, but the one in the future who really has it all figured out. And ask that version of you, like, what's the rhythm of where you are? What does it feel like? If I were where you are, what would that feel like? What would I be doing? What would I be feeling? What would I be having? And then practice that. But it's practice. It's everyday practice. It's always practice. It's not. This isn't something you just go, I'm doing that thing again. I don't know. Click. It doesn't work that way. You gotta go back to the drawing board and practice. Whew. Breathing is also important. Practice breathing. So let's do that for a moment. I'm gonna take a sip of water and then I'm gonna go read your comments. I see some faces, and Amy, I see you in the comments today, so that's good. Yeah, let's see. Roberta was here, yes, and Crimson, helly, it's a giggly, giddy day. What word did you use? Was it giddy or giggly? I don't remember. It was one of those G words. Kirsten says, when my family, hi Kirsten, and everybody else, hi Kirsten and everybody else. That's how you do it. See, it's very easy. When my... I'm just in a wacky mood today. When my family hears Daily Fuel, they yell, Bobby! Really? That's great. Oh, man. All right, that made my day. All right. All is forgiven. That's so funny. Hello, Bobby and all. Hello, Catherine. How are you? Nice to see you. And Kelly is here in the live. # live. Excellent. Nice to see you as well. And Danielle's here. Hey, how you doing? Nice. My husband says this is my sex cult. Yeah, it's becoming that, right? I don't mind that. It's we're going places here, I think. This is an interesting journey, adventure, fantasy that we are on. Is it not? Yeah. He can come too. The more the merrier as far as I'm concerned. My comments were ghosted again. No? Yeah? Hang on. Really? Good evening. Oh, wait, I didn't see that. Soon as I... Wait, oh yeah, look at that. But then I saw your comments after this one. All right, hang on, Amy. Let me see. Amy's watching. I'm here, but really sleepy. Well, it's late there, so I would assume that you are. Can you see my comments? No, not yet, but then eventually I do. And let me see. Scrolling. My comments were ghosted again. No, here we are. We're here. Now I see them. # re-entered. Can anyone read my comments? Yeah, I don't think it's everybody. I think it's me. I think it's Ecamm. But did you leave and come back? Because that happened to somebody the other day. Anyway, I see them now. Kelly. I just gave my mom the boot to watch this live. # healthy boundaries. Nice. Very good. Never mind. She's staying for it. Okay. Good thing I didn't start ragging on your mom. Wow. Boy, thank God you got rid of your mom. That's funny. Actually, it's funny that you said that because the reason that this one came up today was because of my wife and her mom. She had got a call out of the blue, like, I need you to do this and that, and blah, blah, blah. Right? And then suddenly you could see like her face just went, blah, and it was not anything that we needed today. So I was like, oh, well, hey, I got a live out of it, so there you go. So yeah, so Kelly's mom, why do moms do that? I don't know, but I'm sure you don't. You're a nice mom, I'm sure. Right? Kelly talks about you all the time, says wonderful things. Not really. Not bad things, but just I didn't even know she had a mom. What? Contrast makes the ride a roller coaster. Yeah. It's got to have its ups and downs. Otherwise, you just... I'm having fun. It's not fun, right? Let's get on the roller coaster. This is not a right. You want to have fun. I wore my amusement park pants for nothing. I'd be bored on the merry-go-round. Right? Oh, a merry-go-round. Yeah, that's what I don't like merry-go-rounds. My kids make fun of me because I love roller coasters, but you know what ride I cannot go on? I cannot go on anything that goes in a circle. So, like the teacups. Can't do it. I can't. Doesn't matter how fast it is. It doesn't matter how ridiculous it is. It can go upside down, up, over, and around, blah, blah, blah. But if it just goes in a nice circle or even a wacky circle, like any of those ones where you're stuck to the wall, anything going around in a circle, can't do. Can't do it. My stomach hurts. I just can't do it. Amy. There we go. Is that the last one? Yes, this is the next one. Soon as I learnt of such a thing as an energy vampire, I've been better at reflecting their needs back to them. Oh, that's interesting. So you instead of getting angry at them, you're what do you mean reflect? Like just you doing it back to them, or are you just using compassion or something like that? Either way. Well, not either way. I think the latter way is probably what you meant. But that's very interesting. To have a plan. I didn't think of that. So number 4, have a plan to deal with these people. Right? Don't just let them get you, like blindside you. Have a plan. So when you're doing your practice in number 3, practice for the next time something diverts your attention, pulls you away from it. So you're going, oh, something's pulling my attention away. Let me have something to lean on, right? So I didn't have number 4 planned, so I'm thinking of it off the cuff here. But here's what I'm thinking. If you do the practice, right, number 3, you're getting your energy back. But part of your practice can be to plan ahead for the next emergency, right? Like me in the fire department, we used to plan for what to do when there was a fire. This way, when there actually was a fire, we knew what to do. So now when my wife's mother called her today and out of the blue, do this, do that, I need this, I need that, she wasn't prepared for it. And she didn't have a plan for it. And so it was just a shit show, But if she had done the energy work and prepared for it and said, the next time this happens, I can now lean on this strategy. I can lean on this tactic. I can have this go-to place. Maybe it's just maybe it's affirmations or meditations, or maybe it's lots of wine. I don't know, but it's something so that like this is how I'm going to deal with this the next time it happens, and then maybe it won't be so bad. So good for you, Amy. Thanks for that idea. Good evening. Thanks, Robin. Hi, nice to see you. Good evening, Robin. You guys crack me up. Roberta, hi, how you feeling? Roberta, maybe we have to create these scenarios until we finally do take responsibility for everything that shows up. Well, that's just it, right? Everything that happens in our lives is our responsibility, our doing, and if we're not doing the doing correctly, then we're going to remind ourselves, because we're good that way. And how do we remind ourselves? Let me throw some crap in my own face. And, let me have this person call me and bug me. I had this whole thing planned for today, but nope, that's not happening, And why? Because we're not taking the responsibility correctly. How do we take the responsibility? We do the daily energy work. We do the daily work to be the spiritual beings on a human adventure. We don't just run around naked in the adventure land park, running into walls and cutting lines and doing shit. We have to do it. That's my I'm getting way ahead of myself. Wow, I think I just did 3 metaphors that I didn't explain. So what'd she say? Take responsibility. So right, so take my amusement park metaphor. Like, we are spiritual beings on a human adventure. So, source energy, you, the big you, coming down to earth is like you going to the amusement park, right? So you have a plan for it. You take responsibility. You understand that you're walking around the amusement park, but there are other people that want to enjoy the day. So you get online. You don't cut the line. You don't kick someone in the shin so that you can get on the front seat and they have to sit in the back of the roller coaster, right? We don't do these things. And if you do, then you're an asshole, right? So we don't do them. And, but we take that responsibility. So the spiritual part of us needs to take the responsibility too. We don't just run around hoping everything goes our way. I'm sure everything will be fine if I just don't look at anything. Look at everything. Pay attention to what's happening. Have a plan for when things aren't going correctly, and understand that the plan isn't just tactical to-do work, it's energy work. Thanks, Roberta. You're smart at this stuff. Kelly, preach, Bobby. It's all on us. Everything is a mirror. Like Dagmar says, into me I see. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Into me I see. Good morning. It's good morning. You don't know how to say it in Australia. Hey, Bob. Hey, Dad. How you doing? Nice to see you. My dad is coming to visit in a few weeks. I don't even think I've seen him in person since before lockdown started last year. So that'll be nice to see my dad. I didn't grow up talking about doing energy work. I'm so glad I've been introduced to it in my adulthood. It's saved me so many headaches. Right? Doesn't it? It does. And you know what? Sometimes we forget. Here's the other thing about energy work is you got to do it all the time, but guess what? We don't. So relax about that, okay? If you miss a day, you miss a week, whatever. You know what the nice thing about energy work is? It's always there. You can always dive right back in. Oh my God, I'm having a shitty day. I've completely forgotten to be responsible. I've been cutting lines. I've been kicking people in the shins. I've been riding the roller coaster willy-nilly. I didn't eat lunch. I forgot my pants, right? And what happened? It's just that everything is falling to crap here. Well, guess what? You can just go and start doing your energy work again. And the nice thing is it's kind of like working out or riding a bicycle. You pick up where you left off, you know? So if you've been working out your whole life and then you don't work out for a couple years and then you go back to the gym and start working out again, your muscles are like, oh, we're doing this again. Right? They just come right back to life. Well, so does your energy muscles. So do your energy muscles. They come right back to life. You don't have to start from scratch again. So, point is, if you miss some time with your energy work, don't fret about it. Don't be like, oh, I'm such a loser. No, you're not. You're a human being. Just go do it again. Cool. Kelly, I'm glad you brought up the future you. Thank you. That is the part of me that maybe I've least touched base with. I've been so busy trying to heal what happened in the past, right? That I haven't spent much time thinking about what I want. Time to do that, right? So there's the past you, there's the fear and the shadow work to do. There's the traumas. There's the things that you're dragging along, right? You got all that head trash, is shit you just want to get rid of and stuff. But then there's the future you. The future you is the you that's cleared all that out. So if you're having trouble clearing all that out, forget it. Go ask the future you. How did you do it? What did you do? What does it feel like to not have that anymore? What would feel like this? Well, gee, I never feel that way and I never practice feeling that way. What would happen if I did practice feeling that way? Well, the feeling would become more familiar and you'd lean into it more often and you'd recognize it when it accidentally happened, and it would just become something that you do all the time until all of a sudden that stuff doesn't matter anymore because now you feel like this. Did you follow that? Crimson did some energy work today with crystals and nature and researched some symbolism and properties of the materials I was working with, making my own magic stick. That's cool. Like Carrie made those magic wands with crystals. That's really neat. I think that stuff is cool. I don't. It doesn't matter what I know. I'm not an expert in that stuff, but you know, it's like I'm open-minded to everything. People are like, I use this. It's like, oh, well, that's great. You know, I don't, but that doesn't matter. I do other things. This was an excellent one for her to stay for. Good. We were just talking about these things and healthy boundaries and loving ourselves enough to take our power back. Good. Well, you know what, Kelly? Whoever your mom is and however, you know, whatever issues you guys may have or whatever, clearly your mom did one thing amazing, and that was you. So thanks for that, Kelly's mom. I was being... Wait, did I skip one? No. I was being a dick by saying, gave her the boot. She knows how much this helps me and was respectfully giving me my space. But this was on spot for both of us. So without her having a Facebook, you can consider her another member. Cool. Well, thank you very much. I will write a letter to Facebook and ask them to tick up the number by 1. I appreciate that. I love the Gravitron and the tilt-a-wheel. No, not happening. Can't do it. I'll watch you. I can't even watch you go on it. I can't. I can watch people on the teacups. I can't go on the teacups. You know those swings that go round and round? Can't do it. Can't do it. I used to love that kind of stuff when I was a kid. Can't do it. My daughter will make fun of me. We'll come off like the most crazy roller coaster that she'll be like, ooh, daddy, don't look over there. It's the teacups. Oh my God. I've been so upset lately that my transition from work is being stretched so long. Yeah, that was kind of annoying. You were really excited and then they tricked you into staying. But why? That's exactly what we're talking about. Why? Is it because they did something to you, or is it because you weren't ready in some way, or you didn't prepare all your preparations correctly and you knew it? Why did you do that to yourself, right? I feel betrayal from it and it's got me sitting in crappy emotions, right? Yeah, why? I wondered if it needs to happen so I can be so done with it I don't turn back. Well, that's interesting. I hadn't thought of that one, but that's cool. Let's think of that for a second. Changing my perspective lets me see the obstacle ahead of time and now choose to take the energy from my would-be reaction and store it for fuel for the fire, my light, my path. Trust the universe. Spiral of lessons. Yeah, that's interesting. What did you say? I wondered if it needs to happen so I can be so done with it that I don't turn back. Maybe some part of you knew that if you just left and started doing things that there was still a way to turn tail and run back. I don't know. What I was saying, I don't know why you created anything, right? But I do know that you did, and you did it for a reason. The only person who can tell you that reason is you. You need to do that inner reflection work and figure out, I am embarking on this new thing. I have put an obstacle in my path. Why did I do that? It doesn't matter that the obstacle is other people doing some crappy thing to you. That's just how you put the obstacle. You needed somebody to do something, right? You needed something to break. You needed somebody to call. You needed something to happen, right? You didn't just like pick up a chair and put it in front of you. Oh my goodness, how did this chair get here? That wouldn't work. You would understand that you did that physically. But you had to do it spiritually. So how did you do it? You had these people renege on their word and pull you back in a little bit, right? Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. You did it. Why? My dad says, you didn't like the boat. They went round and round. Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, so here's a funny story, right? How old was I? I was not a little kid. Let's put it that way. I was probably I was older than the recommended age for this ride. This was a preschool ride, right? And it was at Rehoboth Beach, and it went round and round in circles, but that wasn't the problem. The problem was it was made for like 3-year-olds, and I was like 8, 9, and my grandmother, my father's mother, insisted, I want Bobby to get in that boat so I can take a picture of him. So I was like, I'm not getting on that ride. It's for little kids. I felt really, really silly getting on this ride. Anyway, I will never forget this for the rest of my life. I remember vividly what this looks like. I stepped in the boat expecting it, because it was just a boat that rocked in the water, and it was made for really little kids. So the parents would pick up the kids and sit their butts down on the chair of this thing, and it was fine. But my dad wasn't picking me up and putting me in this thing. I was like, right? So what happened? I stepped into it, except I stepped in on one side so I could put my other foot on the other side. But when I did, my weight pushed the boat down. The boat went like this, and I went, I made that sound. I always make that sound when I fall. I go, and went right in the water, back first, and I saw the water go. And I remember looking up through the water, and I could see my dad's face going, right? Anyway, not happy. Not a happy kid. But why did I do that? I don't remember why. But I did it. It wasn't my grandmother. My grandmother didn't do it to me. I did it to me. Why? I don't know why. But hopefully I fixed that problem, because I've never fallen off a boat again. So that was that. Thanks for that story, Dad. That was funny. Robin, I think you're spot on in your comments regarding imagine how it feels, how it would feel to be that in you in your future, right? To the time jumping thing. Like, how does it feel to be in the future version of me where I've got this figured out? Because when you can imagine the feeling of being there, that takes it to a new dimension. Yeah, exactly. It brings it to the now dimension. It makes it now. You want to feel a certain way. You're allowed to feel that way. You don't need anything to happen to feel that way. You can practice feeling that way. And then all of a sudden, the next thing you know, you just feel that way all the time because you practiced it. Breathing. A dimension that seems more clarifying and less inclined to be misdirected or waylaid, but that always cracks me up. Or waylaid by miscellaneous, unimportant, or inessential distractions, thus setting up a more promising chance of success. Less inclined. Yeah. Okay. So when you do the time jumping thing, you put yourself in that future place. So misdirect, and you'll be less inclined to be misdirected. Yeah, you know what? I like that too. I really do. Let me get rid of this. I like that. You'd be less inclined. So I was saying when you do your energy work, you can practice for what you would do to be less distracted. But you can also do what you're saying, which is to practice feeling the way you want to feel so often that you're less inclined to even be distracted, to even notice the thing that's bugging you, or they'll still be there, but it just won't bug you anymore because you'll be so happy in this feeling place that you're creating for yourself. Man, it takes work. It takes practice. This isn't just I will do some positive thinking for 5 minutes on one day and I'll have it. It doesn't work that way. You got to do it all day, every day, all the time. And when you realize you're not doing it, you just get right back into doing it. I wouldn't recommend the lots of wine thing, no. Unless, like me, addiction is your path, and even still get your ass to a meeting with love. Yeah, that was a joke, but not a good one, I guess. Good night, Donna. Good night, Donna. Did Donna leave? Thanks to you, Bobby. Everyone's saying goodbye already? Did I say goodbye? Get your dad on a live to tell us stories about you. Catherine says, the talk of roller coaster rides versus merry-go-rounds has posed such interesting food for thought for me. I'm terrified of roller coaster rides and Zoom slides, despite my multiple attempts to stretch myself beyond my comfort zone and have fun on them. They must be fun because everyone else seems to like them. They're fun, yeah. I can't get beyond the terror. Yeah, right? It's terrifying, but it doesn't have to just be roller coasters. We could be talking about anything. I want to start my own business. It's terrifying. I want to be in this relationship. It's terrifying. I want to move to this other city. It's terrifying. There's so many things are terrifying. Some things are obviously scary, but we do them anyway because we don't have any kind of trauma or head trash that's going to keep us from doing it. We can recognize that, yeah, it's going to be hard. I think I can do it. And then other things are just like, no, I can't do that at all. Now, the spinning around thing is a different thing. I'm not afraid of them. I literally get sick to my stomach, and I just don't feel like dealing with that, so I just don't go on them. I'm not terrified of them or anything like that. It's not like teacups scare me. Although they are weird. Like, why are we sitting in teacups? I don't understand that. That's a little strange. But yes. So what do you do about this, Catherine? Well, you can just not go on them. It's not the end of the world to never go on a roller coaster. Lots of people never go on roller coasters. Or you can bite the bullet and give it a shot. You know, the worst that could happen is it just reinforces your fear, and you'll realize it's not that I'm afraid of it, it's that I don't enjoy it. Maybe you don't, you know? Amy. No. Robin says, Amy. Great idea, Amy. And I really want to put hearts in addition to laughy faces about stories we might hear. Oh, about my dad? Yeah, no, don't hold your breath on that. I don't share my stage, okay? I don't share it. You don't see live with Bobby and so-and-so. There is no so-and-so. It's me. I'm so ready to read your life story. Please give your dad a chapter. Counting the days till I come up. Can't wait to go to Masala Wok. Yeah, there's a restaurant in the town I grew up in that we go have lunch at all the time. Nathan says, hey. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Was the title of that one Fuel the Ego Knocks Twice? This is just the second step. Oh, is it? Yeah. Was it? Yeah, I don't remember. I remember the title. I don't remember. I remember. So the ego knocks twice. The first knock was to make you worry that you can't do something, and then you do it. And the second knock is, you shouldn't have done that. Nah, shouldn't have done that. Self-doubt, right? That was for Kirsten. I am shot today. Oh, hi. How you doing? That That was just for me, clearly. When I came to the USA, we went to Universal in Florida and did Wet and Wild too. All the rides made me cry. My nephews forced me on them just so they could laugh at how much I'd scream. That's funny. Did you take video of that? I'd like to see that. That'd be fun. I just got off work. I'll have to watch the replay. Sad faces. Aw. Well, you're home now, and you can still get the booby prize. How's that? Right? It's a consolation prize, and then you can watch the live knowing but then you'll watch the live knowing that you already got the booby prize or didn't, and it could ruin the whole thing for you. So I don't know. Maybe just leave now and not ruin the whole thing for you. Oh, hey, that's the last comment. So you're already in the lead for the booby prize. I'm sure that Amy and Robin aren't going to try and steal it from you. All right. Well, see that Kirsten stole it from me. Brandy, get your amusement pants ready. Yeah, I had my amusement park pants on again today, Brandy. So that was, that was something. I don't know what the word is. Anyway, guys, I'm finished. I'm gonna split. I gotta go make chicken, and I will. I'll see you tomorrow. The thrill for me is the spinning. You like the spinning? Yeah, that's great. I used to. You know what ride I used to love was that Buccaneer one that went like this, and right. It was the pirate ship that went back and forth, and then at Great Adventure they had the same exact ride, but it was the space shuttle, and it actually went around. It went up and over, and it would stop at the top. Man, I loved that ride. There's no way I could go on that ride now without tossing my cookies. Brandy gets it. Yeah, I know. Scream. Well, now Amy is in the lead for the... Nope, Brandy got it back. Kirsten Moore, right, I need to. Okay, well, we're done. Thanks for hanging out with me today. It's Monday, so we have a whole week of Daily Fuels ahead of us. And Kirsten Moore, I do. And the teacups are adorable. Make the best cute pictures. Do they? I don't know. I just like taking pictures of my kids in the little rides. Now they don't go on the little rides anymore. Bon appetit. Thank you. And my dad says bye. Oh, hey, look, my dad gets the booby prize today. Okay, bye.